We just begin Act 2 with a quick recitative. Bartolo sort of coming to terms with what just happened in Act 1. I can't even fathom.
Why with the
As he's processing, a knock at the door. Oh good, something else is happening now. It's Don Alonso. Don Alonso is the Count dressed up as a priest and music teacher who was sent there by Don Basilio to give Rosina her music lesson. Bartolo is immediately suspicious, of course.
You look familiar. So do you.
All these recent activities, and this can't be true. So he insists on sitting in on the music lesson, and of course we begin. And so this is Rosina's second aria in the show, Contro un cor. And of course they say it's from the Omitin Precauzione, this made-up opera that Rosina made up in the beginning of the show to disguise her love letter that she threw down. Same thing, it comes back once again. Here's the famous aria from that opera, she says. And they go through their lesson, and Bartolo falls asleep in his chair. Finally, they have a moment to connect. They can chat, they can, oh my gosh, how much I've missed you, how much I wanted to see you and talk to you. And the music changes according to that affect. So it's very sort of stately in the beginning, with this florid, beautiful, almost Baroque style aria that Rossini writes in. And all of a sudden, as soon as Bartolo falls asleep, it's new, it's different. It's so engaging with how the energy changes so quickly. Of course, Bartolo wakes up again, and we're back to the original music. And Bartolo, of course, in this sort of show of tour de force, here's, look at me, here's how good I am, insists on singing his own.
Wow, somebody should find that poor animal and put it out of its misery.
Please, Don Alonso, accompany in this amazing aria, and let me show you how good I can do. And so he sings this Quando a sei vicina, this sort of Baroque style aria. And so Rossini's telling his audiences, yeah, in these stately houses, here's what the people would have been singing and doing, these olden traditions of music, if you will. And let me tell you how we're going to play with this and make it different. And sort of in the middle of this aria that Bartolo sings, it's not supposed to be very good after all. There's little interplays and interludes. And then as we kind of move through the scene, Figaro arrives right as the Bartolo's done singing, and they're like, oh, it's time for your shave. The Barber of Seville is here to give you a shave. Finally, the barber is barbering.
Walk, fashion, baby, work it, move that.
You know, Bartolo doesn't want to leave this Don Alonso shady character with Rosina, so he insists, I will be shaved right here in the music room. We will do it right here.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out.
And we hear another character come in. Don Basilio enters the fray. And we arrive at one of my favorite pieces in all of opera, but I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably be my favorite piece in Barber of Seville, and it's the quintet. At the very top of the piece, Basilio enters, and they're all like, oh no, what do we do? Now the plan's all going to be ruined. Quickly, the Count sort of realizes, I've got to bribe this guy and get him out of here. Basilio, being the opportunist, sees the money, eventually like, yeah, I am sick? Oh, I should go.
I'm sick.
As the quintet progresses, then Rosina and the Count have a moment of like, oh, we did it. This is getting closer and closer to becoming reality. And Bartolo overhears it.
Oh, Samwise Gamgee, have you been eavesdropping?
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest.
Them almost like, I knew it.
I knew that door had a lock on it! And everybody was trying to make me feel like I was losing my mind!
As soon as he catches them, we are left in this sort of stupor. Berta comes out, the housemaid, and sings about it. This is just crazy. Il vecchiota cerco a moglie. This old guy's looking for a wife, but my goodness gracious, it's this sort of awkward, clunky, almost in a sense, aria, as the house, of course, the housemaid's not supposed to sing this beautiful, florid, Rosina-like melody. So the phrases are actually written in these 5-bar, 7-bar, 3-bar groupings, very atypical of music at the time. And so that was sort of Rossini's musical little hidden trick as to make this character sort of sound not as like highbrow, if you will, as the other characters on stage. In a true opera buffa tradition, in bel canto opera tradition, there's a storm that happens shortly thereafter. First, prior to the storm, Bartolo and Basilio hatch a plan. Get the notary here. I'm marrying Rosina tonight. I can't have this on Alonso ruining my plans.
I tried to get out of there.
Yes.
Then we got out of this.
No, what she? I
Guess.
Now I get it. Let's go.
Also, the note that was passed to Rosina during the quintet, they sort of trick Rosina into believing that, this is just from a lackey of the Count. The Count is just using you to make fun of you. And she believes this. She believes the Count to really be making fun of her and that nobody really loves her. And so she's pretty upset about this.
All by myself,
In these moments where Rosina confronts the Count and says, how dare you kind of play tricks on me? He realizes, okay, no, the only way I can really save this is by telling you, no, I do love you because I am the Count, and that is all real for me. And then insists on marrying her. He does.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
The message of the show is sort of sung out. Amore fede eterna, amor, like love and hope eternal, will live forever, and that's basically what rules us all. And so it's a beautiful sort of bow on this very light, joyous, happy opera that has also its moments of tension and climax and these long-winded sort of scenes, not in a bad way long-winded, but these elaborately paced scenes that are truly masterful pieces of Italian opera buffa. And I am just so hoping that you are all going to be able to make it live.
For one night! And one night only!
My dear friends, I just hope that you come out to see us at Charleston Opera Theater and enjoy yourselves with Barbiere di Siviglia.